We are back, and today we are going to have loads of fun with one-step equations. Thank you. One-step equations. All right. It's really not that hard. And some of these problems, you're going to look at them and say, I can tell the answer without doing any of the work. Well, that's good, but that's not very good handwriting, but that's good. You can know the answer for some of these, but I need to show you the steps because you're not always going to be able to just look at it and tell the answer. So let's look at number 6 here for the first one. Okay, it says x minus 7 equals 13. We need to figure out, what does x stand for? What is x? All right. One thing I like to do when I'm showing somebody at first how to do it is let them know, hey, we got two sides of the equation. Okay, we got two sides. We got the left side, and then we got the right side. Sometimes people like to use a little divider line, like a little median of the road, one side and the other side. Because the first thing we need to do, we have to isolate the variable, which basically means we need to get the variable by itself. So on the side, one side has to be only the variable, only in this case the x, only has to be by itself. It has to be by itself. So what is on this side? What's over here? All right, we have a x minus 7. So we have a minus 7, or aka negative 7. So we have negative 7. We have a negative 7 on the side with the x. Get rid of the negative 7. How? We need to do the opposite. We need to add 7. What's the opposite of a negative 7? Add. So instead of being negative 7 there, we have to, let's add 7 there. Okay, and then whatever we do that one side, we do the other side. So we add 7 on the right side, we add 7 on the left side. Now you might say, well, why are we adding 7? Okay, let's get it straight. You can add anything you want to. Okay, you can add anything you want to. I can add 100 on both sides. It's not wrong. It's not going to help me get any closer to the answer, but it's not wrong. I'm adding 7 because I want to get rid of the negative 7. Because I know a negative 7 and positive 7 combine to give me 0. And that's what I want. I want nothing. I want them to cancel out. So only thing is over there is now x. Okay. Now the right side, I have 13 plus 7, which 13 plus 7 is, what was that? 13 plus 7 is 20. So x equals 20. And we can always plug it back in and say, does 20 minus 7 give me 13? Yes, it does. Okay, let's go down to the example here. It's number 8. Next one. Oops. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is get my divisor line right there. And okay, I see p minus 6 equals negative 5. All right, so what do I do? What do I need to isolate? All right, I need to isolate the variable. The variable in this case is p. I need to get it by itself. P needs to be by itself. What is on the side of the equation with p? If you said negative 6, you would be right. So I need to get rid of a negative 6. So how do I get rid of a negative 6? The opposite of negative 6. So I add 6. I can't just do that to one side and not the other. I have to do it to both sides. So I add 6 to both sides of the equation. Why do I add 6, Coach Caps? Because I want the negative 6 to go away. So if I want the negative 6 to go away, I have to add 6 because I know 6 and negative 6 combine to give me 0. So now all I got is P over there. And it equals whatever negative 5 plus 6 is. So let's remember our lovely adding and subtracting integers. Integer rules, we have a negative 5 and a positive 6. Different signs, subtract. Keep the sign of the higher value. So negative 5 plus 6 is, yes, 1. So P equals 1. Why is it not negative 1? Because the 6 is the higher value and 6 is positive. So the answer is going to be positive. Okay, let's do one more on this one, and we're going to do our divisor line. Isolate the variable. We know the variable is n. What's on the side with n? It's a positive 16. So if it's positive 16, we need to get rid of the positive 16 by doing the opposite and subtracting 16. All right, so I isolate the variable because that's 16 minus 16 is 0. N's by itself now, which is what it likes. And let's go back to our lovely integer rules. We got a positive 9 and a negative 16. Different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the higher value, then you'll be exact. 9 minus 16 is negative 7. So negative 7 is what n is. N is negative 7. And like I said, if you want to go back and check, plug in negative 7 where you see n. So you have negative 7 plus 16. Does that equal 9? That's a big old yes.